Hello. Yes, 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 yes. Good morning, students, all of you. Today, I am going to speak about IoT for music therapy topic. This is very interesting topic. Myself, Mr. Yogesh Pingre. I am working as an assistant professor in Department of IT, Vidyavardhini's College of Engineering and Technology. And today we will have this particular session as a EFIC induction program, and this IoT for music therapy, which is going to collaborate the technology with the music, and which all of you are very much interested in this particular topic. So today, first of all, I also know that all of you are already interested in music therapy. So now I have shared my slide, so I am continuing. Generally, if you know the music, all of us are learning music. Let's say many of you are learning the music since your childhood, and the purpose of studying the music is nothing but to increase the concentration, or we must have one of the hobby, right? And we also know that the music is an art. And from my side, I'm thinking our engineering is also like an art. Why I'm telling you like this? Because whenever we as an engineer, we are taking the interest into it, you will come to know that whatever we are putting our efforts, 100% efforts in any kind of our hobby. Now hobby is music. Not only we can learn the music, we are learning the technology as well. So we can have our 100% interest into any as our hobby or our technology. Now you might have seen this particular, the person, right, Preventive Singh, and which is very much popular. All of you also know this, right? And what we will do, the first thing is something called as stress. So let's talk about the stress. Our brain sensing stress, so it releasing ACTH from a pituitary gland, and when this ACTH reaches the adrenal glands, they release the adrenal and cortisol into the bloodstream. These have many effects on target organs, including the release of stored glucose for energy, increasing the blood flow to the muscles, and increasing blood pressure. See, students, in this particular scenario, even though we are surviving in this pandemic situation, every person in this world, right, is having this particular term called as stress. Now, once we are talking about the stress, then how much stress that any human being is having, it depends upon the situation, it depends upon the environment. The environment is very, very important. Now these are some medical terms what I am focusing on, this particular stress, what it affects on our body. But imagine, students, my dear students, you are entering a beautiful place like VCET, where you are going to learn a different kinds of technology. Now while entering into any kind of place, we also know that it's very different situation, different scenario, different environment, where you meet different kinds of people. Now as we are doing this online, there will be a case where we will meet offline, where all of us will have different kinds of friends, different environment is there, you will meet different kinds of people. Now wherever I am entering into new environment, there is a term called as a stress, how I will fit with them, how I will communicate with them, how the other people will react with me. So this communication between person to person, the communication between us and the environment, which is going to affect obviously on our body. And today, if I'm focusing on something called as music, then we will come to know that how music is going to help us. Now, this particular slide I'm going to tell about, there are some misconceptions or myths, People says that if I know music or if I'm having the music ability, then only I can able to benefit from something called as music therapy. Now see, there are different kinds of therapy as well. Yoga therapy is there, meditation is there, another type of meditation is there. So a lot of therapies are there to release or to reduce our stress. Now I am specifically focusing on music therapy. There is one beautiful reason behind it. That reason I will tell you. But the misconception is like this. So even though, my dear students, even though if you don't know any kind of music, means what? You don't know the knowledge. If you don't have any kind of knowledge in the music, whatever, let's say I'm listening Indian Idol, where I'm Shanmukanand or the people Nachiket Lele or the Kulkarni and all other people, they are singing very well, and we like it. We like it very much, right? And this is what is something called as I'm not understanding the music inside it. I'm not knowing whether he's singing sa re ga ma or like that. Which are the notes he's singing, right? How he's coming from pa to sa to pa, like that. I'm not knowing it, but while listening it, I'm feeling very well. This is something called as you can say the music ability. Means one misconception is this: if I'm talking about music therapy, so my dear students, if you don't know regarding this classical music or the ragas and so on and so forth, don't worry. It's not required at all. It's not required to understand the details of the music. It is required. Music therapy is required to just get feel of the music, right? The second myth is like this: that if I'm able to sing or if I'm able to play the instrument, then only I can go for the music therapy. It is also a misconception, right? So understanding the music, then singing or playing the instrument, if I know this, then only I can go for the music therapy. No, my dear students, it's not like that. Okay, or only certain type of music is also used for a therapy. It is also misconception. Means what? Let's say if I'm talking about the Western classical music, or if I'm talking about the Indian classical music, and in the Indian classical music also, students, there are two types of music, Hindustani classical, the North Indian and South Indian music. The student, I know there might be so many students who are listening to me, they know, or they might know, or they might learning, they might have been learning the singing or any kind of music playing, like guitar they might have studied learning, or let's say harmonium, tabla, right? It's very but not certain type of music is going to use for a therapy, right? This is also one of the misconceptions. Like let's say, see, I'm taking my example, students. I'm in music since 19 years, since my childhood, right? So since my childhood I'm learning music. Don't go because of my hairs are white, so I'm too old, not too old, right? I'm harmonium visharad. I did my harmonium visharad. So harmonium is an instrument, right? So let's say if I'm talking only about harmonium, I am talking the details of the harmonium, I am talking about only the ragas, then only I can go for the therapy. No, it's not like that, right? For therapy, no specific type of music that you have to listen. It's not like that. Okay. Next is what? Listening to radio or any music is also music therapy? No. Let's see. Now let's say while just listening this session with you people, and beside that some music has been played in at your place, and then you can say See, I'm taking music therapy. No, it's not like just listening the music therapy while talking or while going or while working, right? It is not like that. So listening to radio means what I'm especially saying, once let's say you are going for the holiday or you are going for a picnic and there you are listening to DJ, or any kind of music, whatever you like it, and then you can say, "Arey, I'm taking music therapy." No, no. So it's not a music therapy. And the last is, it's very interesting. I have a bad voice, I can't sing. So my dear student, even though you can't sing, it doesn't mean that you cannot take music therapy, right? I might have a good voice, I might have a bad voice. It doesn't care about the music therapy, right? So music therapy is something else. These are the misconceptions between all of us. And my dear student, all of we are Indians. We know it. We know the situation in India where many people, they are listening the music, they are learning the music, they are playing the instruments. Everybody is watching, Indian Idol. It's a great music reality show, right? Where the people are, expecting that they should win and they should make a career in music. A lot of things are there. My dear students, I'm telling about the music therapy. So I'm giving you my example, real example. See, I did my engineering, computer engineering from VCET-Vasai college, and then I did my master degree from Thadumal College of Engineering. Right. After that, I joined industry. Then I shift my jobs in 2-3 places. Then I came here. So since 2007, I am sticking with this VCET, which is very beautiful place. All of you are welcome to this place, right? Why I'm telling because you might ask, see this, I myself, or Pingle sir, he is computer engineering also, he is in music also. How he is managing, how he is managing all these things. And even though you might surprise, right? I did my diploma previous that, and in diploma I stood first in Maharashtra. And that's why I got admission in VCET. That's a different issue. But what I'm trying to say, even though I did not stop my music, I did not stop learning the harmonium. And why I'm telling you, it's very interesting story I'm telling you about myself only, so that you people, you will not say that, see, I'm doing my engineering, right? So I got a lot of study. I want to go to Google, or the Amazon or like that, I don't have time to learn music, or I don't want to learn like that. But why it is going to affect the body, why it is useful, how it is going to help you in a future aspect, that is very important. And that's why this is very, very important, I'm telling you, right? So you got this, right? What are the misconceptions? Okay. Next, go further. See our brain. So you ask yourself, are we utilizing 100% of that? So all of you are knowing it, because all of you, we have studied it in our school time also. We have got left brain, right brain, right? Our left brain obviously will do something like analytics, like how much I am accurate, what is the strategic, right? What is the reason behind it, what is the logic behind it. So my left brain is going to do this analysis, right? Mathematical calculation, so and so forth, right? Our right brain, right brain is like just a creative. It's a freedom for us, What I will do it. I want to run, I want to dance, I want to go for a walk, right? It's a passion, it's a learning, it's a creativity. Now, in both ways, what I'm trying to say, can I utilize this particular, this our brain, like 100%? So I do not want to go only in this field. I do not want to go only in this field. I have to utilize our brain properly, and that's why it's very important. And next thing is what? How to once I'm talking about the stress, how it's going to affect our brain, and how it's going to disturb, like our nervous system, right? That is going to be there, and to control on that, we are doing this. This is our music therapy, and it is for not only for teenage, not only for old age, not only for the child. It's for all. It's for all living beings. Music is for all living beings. It is not only for the engineers, doctors. No, no, no. It is all for living beings. It is for trees. These are for animals. It is used for all human beings. So living being on this universe, right? It is something called as music. You are going to listen. Now, what I am defining, what is music therapy? It's a spa for brain. Very interesting part, it's a spa for brain. It's a medium for positive change. It's a medium for positive change. Is my dear student, always why we are taking therapy? Why we want to take a therapy? Because of the positive change, right? Wherever I am living, I will not say if I am living in India. See, India has got so many troubles, right? So much traffic. No, no, no. I do not want to live in India. No, I will go in Germany. I will go in US, and there the life is very cool. In India, is not like that. Why we are doing like this? Why we are putting ourselves in like this? Wherever you are living, wherever you are going, right? You have to make it positive way. You have to make it positive, right? See, I am living in Vasai. Yes, Vasai is very beautiful. If it is not beautiful, I will make it beautiful, right? So this is what is something called as a positive change, right? It's our, right? This is mine, right? I am working in VCET. I am working in Vidyavardhini College of Engineering and Technology. So this is my home. This is my home, and always we are thinking positive also only. Right? How to progress? Yes. So how to progress means only we are only going to progress, and because of us, this is going to be in at that level. So make it positive. Always make it positive. Do not think any kind of negativeness. This is what is something the beauty of the music therapy or any kind of therapy. It's not like only music therapy, but next is evidence-based use of music interventions to accomplish individualized goals. This is very, very important, my dear students. See, again, I am telling you my example only. When I was studying in in diploma college, I am an alumni of Vartak Diploma College only. I never stopped my music at all, right? And because since I was learning music passionately, right? Then what happened, obviously that effect on my body, right? Music gave me the positive energy. Yes, I can do it. I can become first, right? I can come over there, right? And that's why in diploma I stood first in Maharashtra. My dear students, it was great. It was it was a miracle for myself only. Right, because I also came from middle class, family. Well, I didn't know how I will come and what kind of effect. And if if I would have taught music at that level, definitely it was not a good change for me at that time, right? But I never stopped that, and this is what is something called as the individualized goal. What I want to achieve, where I want to go. So these three things are there in our life, my dear students. Please, take it very seriously. Where I have to reach, and to reach that goal, what are the things that I have to do? This is very, very important, and music is going to help in all this, the path, the way where they are going, right? You use music to address physical, emotional, cognitive, social, and spiritual needs of individual. This is very, very important, right? Not only it is going to control on our emotions, physical, social ability. Social is very, very important, my dear students. See, now I am just giving you an example. One of my friend, Mr. Chinmay Gavankar, he is working in Google. Just imagine. He's an engineer. He also passed out from VCET, like my classmate only, right? Now he's working in Google, right? Google wants the students or the people not only who know only the technology but who also work in social. If this was social is not this social media, not WhatsApp, Facebook and all these things, right? It's actually social work. It's actually social work. You go in society, talk with the people, see the need of the people, right? And this is how you will get the positive energy while interacting with the others, right? If you stay alone, if you not communicate with the others, what is going to happen, right? It is not going to solve the problem, right? So this is very very important, my dear students, that we must, right, have the social connectivity and the spiritual need that definitely you will get, and it's only for individual, right? If let's say if I'm positive, definitely my besides me whoever be there, I'm going to give the positive energy in him or in her. Are you getting? That is very very important. I will not give him or her, my dear students, my the other friends or the environment. Right? If I am positive, my environment I am going to make it positive. It not like that. The environment is the total negative. If I go inside, then what is going to happen to me? No, right? It is going to give the positive energy only. So this is what is music therapy, right? The basis, I will tell you the basis. This is just a medical, science behind it. Here, it right, it's a sensor, it's a sensor. We have got sensory energy, and it's a form of electrical signals. Right, the greatest 90% source brain for sensory energy in the form of electrical signals. Our brain cells, right? Now everybody knows it, right? In case of this, we are talking about neurons. Neurons are interconnecting with each other, right? More connections between these particular cells. It is giving us higher intelligence, social and emotional skills. Emotional skills is very very important. Always be positive, always be happy, right? Now our inner eye, or the biggest nerve, it connects with the heart, lungs, stomach, liver, bladder, kidneys and intestines. Just see, my dear students, right? So whatever we give, we accept the positive energy from the environment, right? It talks about inside the brain and all the organs which are there inside our body, right? Where this connects with each other, so it always, the positive energy always flows from your top to bottom, right? So auditory vibrations from the ear, drum, can regulate, control and sculpt major organs of the body, right? And this is why we have to listen to the music, right? What is the tips and tricks, right? So it's like this, after a day's tiring work, now let's say today you will be very busy with this session number 1, then we will have the session number 2, then 3, at the end of the day you will feel tired, So what do you listen, select the faster music than a slow music, right? Now these are the tips and tricks, my dear students, right? I'm working as a, I'm just doing the course like music therapist. So as a professional in music therapist, right, it's a suggestion, it's a terms that we are giving to the people. We are telling to the people, who are taking the music therapy. We are saying, after a day tiring work, select a faster music than a slow music. A 20-minute sound bath. Now what is the meaning of sound bath? Sound bath is nothing but taking a bath of a sound, taking a bath of a music for 20 minutes. Just sit on a chair, relax yourself, close your eyes and listen to the music. That's it. Take it for 20 minutes. It's not like that while, it may happen that you will go in trance. That means you will get a deep sleep while listening to the music. But it's good that you are feeling relaxed. while taking something called as sound bath. But after 20 minutes, your mobile or your clock should get alarm so that you can wake up. Yes, right. Otherwise, you will go in sleep and next day you will wake up. Right. It should not be like that. Okay. The music of slow rhythm, even slower than natural heartbeat, and music with repeating, right, cyclic pattern. This is one of the best, right, music sound part. Now you may ask me, sir, previously you are telling us that after a day tiring work you have to select the faster music than slow music. Now here you are saying for a sound bath you are going to listen to the slow rhythm. And how much slow rhythm? It should be your heartbeat, right? Heartbeat, natural heartbeat, pulse rate. That is very, very important, my dear students. Right? It's a rhythmic flow, it is rhythmic cyclic pattern. Right? You have to listen to that. Right? For day tiring work, the idea was somehow different. But while taking music therapy, the idea is different. Right? The familiarity breeds calmness. Right? And last one is very important. It's it's beautiful for all my dear students. Sing alone, and this is something called as a bathroom singing. Right? Those the students who are singer, fine. Right? The students who know how to play instrument, they can sit with the instrument and they can sing a song. Right? The people who know to sing with the correct, yes, go for it. Right? The people who are afraid, as I told you, it's a misconception, right? I got a very bad voice, how can I sing it? And if I start singing, what are the other people how is they going to react with us, right? It's totally different, and that's why, right? That's why I'm saying, sing alone, don't worry. And while taking a bath, bathroom singing, it's a very the place where nobody is going to interrupt with you. Right, and you can sing alone very well. It's a tips and tricks for taking music therapy. Now, this music has got 3 types of effects to your body. Right, this is very, very important. Right, it's medically proved. Right, where myself and my teacher in music therapist, right, they have handled, right, in their career more than 2,000 plus cases. Right from premature baby to the oldest persons, they are always taking the music therapy. One second. Yes. So there are 3 types of music. One is called as active, another one is called as passive, and another one is called as neutral. This is very, very important, my dear students, right? Because once I am saying active, right? Once I am saying passive, right? So it's a positive energy, negative energy. Negative energy means what? See, I feel sadness. If I feel sad while listening the music, it should not happen. It should not passive. It should not active. And I myself is so much happy. I'm not caring about any other else. It should not be like that. Music should be always at the neutral form, neutral level, right? This is very, very important, my dear students. Right now, why I'm saying like this, because as our teenage, we are very much listening like DJ and all the high frequency level music, and we are always listening it, and then we are saying yes, it's happy. I feel happy, right? We dance with it. We are loving that particular music. Fine, right? But is it neutral? Is it affecting to your body in the neutral way? That type of music, it depends upon person to person. Or let's say if I'm listening very sad song, there I'm feeling cry myself. right? Inside my body, I'm crying, even though you cannot see my face as a crying, but inside it, if I'm feeling cry, it should not happen like that also. Like the music, whatever you are listening, it should be neutral, right? So how can you say the music is neutral? So any person, or you can say all of the students, it's like a homework for you people. Write down the song list, whatever you are knowing about it. Right, I first know Yara O Yara, second one, whatever you are listening the song, right, Ye Dosti Dunyadari, or whatever, you list the songs. Minimum 15 songs you list it out. 15 songs. Just list the song. List. And now you take one by one song and just ask yourself, is it going to affect my the positive energy? Is it going to feel the sad? Is it going to feel a neutral? Now neutral means what, it may happen neutral. It's not sad also, it's not happy also. Right? So if it is not sad, it's not happy also, right? So it may happen, previously I told about, the music should be neutral, but don't take it otherwise. That neutral means what? It is not happy also, it is not sad also. Either say suna, either say gaya. Right? So whatever I am talking to you, you are listening to from this ear, and you are, it is going out of this organ. It should not happen like that. Right? So it should affect to my body. So my dear student, it should not be so much happy, it should not be so much sad, but it should be neutral. From that angle I am saying neutral, Otherwise there might be a people, who talking about the music as a neutral means what? It is not going to affect to any body also. Right? No effect. No effect is there. No effect. You just listening, you dance it, and after that, मैंने क्या सुना मुझे मालूम ही नहीं, right? Or I'm not bothering about the music, whatever I'm listening. It is neutral for me. It is not going to affect to me at all, right? So it should not be happen like this, right? So positive and sadness. So it should affect to my body. The music should affect to my body. That's why what is the exercise? Exercise is very simple. List out all the songs, 15 songs, minimum 15 songs. Whatever you listen, through the radio, through the TV channel, through your mobile, right? And whatever you like it. See, music is not like that. Nobody can say, no, I don't like music at all. You might have studied, music is a part of our life. So all of us, we are listening to music. So list out the songs and just see, right? This song, how it is going to affect to my body. How it is going to affect to my body. And you collect the songs. Such a song which will give you the positive energy to you, and it depends upon you. If I ask me, then which type of music you like, so from my side my answer will be what? Hindustani classical music, right? Why? Because I learned this classical music since childhood, right? I am loving this particular classical music. I play harmonium, right? So I know that, and because of that, it gives me positive energy inside me. But it doesn't mean that I don't like Indian Idol, my dear friends. So this Pavandip thing is my very favorite one. So I'm just making the popularity of this Pavandip. But if you see this person, why I'm showing the photo in my first slide, because this person, what he is doing, he's playing the instrument, and while playing the instrument, he's singing. It's very difficult, my dear friend. It's very, very difficult, because I am a harmonium player. I can tell you like that. Right? And how it is going to affect your body, once you will start doing it, you will come to know. Now there are techniques, there are techniques. I just given you the tips and tricks. But my dear friends, whatever I am telling you, this technique is very, very important, right, to understand the music therapy. Right? So first is very important, concentration of sound. Right? Now this is something called as a dhuni dhyan. Dhuni dhyan, just it's like you are doing the omkar. The people are doing omkar, right? So it's like a concentration on sound. So if I ask you to do exercise, right? So it will be very best for you, If I'm asked you, close your eyes now. I will also stop for 1 minute. If I do like the exercise, I will not do this now. Don't worry about it. But do this exercise at home, right? For listen to the environmental sound. So in environmental sound, and after that, after 1 minute, you just write it down, which sound you heard, right? It may be the working that drilling machine is going on, the fan, or the air, or whatever sound, or our mother is cooking something else, so that the gas sound, any kind of this thing. So concentration of sound, right? What type of sound I can listen? I'm listening. What type of sound I'm listening, right? Don't do this while just I'm giving the session, and don't do this while after this session also. The session will start. I'm telling you that this particular thing. Once you will wake up in the morning, right, or once you will go in the sleep, it you can do it at any time. But concentrate on the sound. It's the first technique to go for music therapy. The second one is self happiness singing. So this is something called as Swananda Gan. Means what? I am singing for myself only. So I am not bothering, whether my nearest person is liking my voice, whatever I am telling, whatever I am singing, it is for myself, right? So that's why that first myth is last myth was very important, Even though I am I have bad voice, still I can sing it, And if you are, if you are shying to sing in front of others, or the people will say, "Arey kya ga raha hai yaar?" So chup बैठ, right? ऐसे करने के वजह go in bathroom singing. It's a very place where you can self happiness singing. It's very very important. It's a technique, for music therapy. Next one is sound bath. Dhvani Snan means what? See, there is a very much small difference between concentration on sound and sound bath. Both are very very important, right? First I will tell you concentration on sound. I already told you, again I am repeating, just close your eyes and just listen the sound around you. Whatever you are listening, right, the air or the fan is moving, the drilling machine, the the mother is cooking something else, or the brother sister they are walking, the any kind of sound, just concentrate on that. And the third one is sound bath. Means what? You come exactly at this point where, even though so many things are going on right around you, you are concentrating on your heartbeat. You are concentrating on your, right, the breathing in, breathing out, right? You are concentrating on these particular two things, right? Breathing in, right? Breathing out, right? I am breathing in, right? I am breathing out. That's it. So concentration goes from the environment to inner body. That is something called a sound bath. Very very important, my dear students. These techniques are very very important. Do it at home. Tell to your parents, tell to your elders, tell to your youngers at home. Do this exercise regularly. If you do it, definitely I will tell you that you will yourself will have the positive energy. Definitely you can concentrate on your study. Definitely you go at the top level in technical, whatever you are there, right? You don't worry about where I am going, where I am doing, how I am doing it. No, you just concentrate, and this exercise, it is going to help you as a music therapist, right? We are telling to all the people that these are going to be there. One more technique is there called as concentration on words. Now first three you understand this, right? Now the concentration on words, this is the new thing. Now here concentration on words, here you start playing the music on mobile, or the TV or whatever, or you take a headphone like this and you start listening the music. And while listening the song, whatever you like, means what? Whatever 15 songs you listed out from your side only, because it's your choice. These songs are from not from me. I have not told you to listen or to you like this music. No, you are telling only yourself. You are only telling yourself that these are the songs that you are liking it, right? And that's why whatever song you selected as a part of active and passive type of music, you concentrate on words. You concentrate on words. That is also one part of technique. The next one is tune yourself. It's very important. This game also we played a lot of time since childhood, where whatever song I am listening, I change the tune of it. And to tune is what? Tune can be yourself, or yourself is what? Tune can be your composition, or tune can be the song which you like. So ये song का tune ये song में मैंने बिठाया. It's like that. You do like this. Otherwise, you compose that tune yourself because you like that particular song. You can do it right at anything. And it will take a lot of time. Right? But if you say, sir, you are telling me like this, do all these techniques for music therapy, and when we are going to study then, it's very important, because once you are entering the engineering, lot of busy schedule, you will be very, very busy with your study and all these things. But at the end of the day, or while after waking up in the morning, you require only 5 to 10 minutes, or listening के लिए 20 minutes. So just imagine you have to give the time for yourself, right? Minimum 20 minutes. So I am not saying do all these techniques within one day. No, it's one by one. First 1 month, you concentrate on sound. 1 month you do the exercise, self happiness singing. 1 month you go, or 1 month it also take 1 week, right? 1 week, or 4 to 5 days, or 1 day, or 2 days. It depends upon you, because it is going to help for you only, right? The next one is concentration on rhythm. So tal bhan. So concentration on rhythm. And the next last one is sound dream. Right? This is also same as your sound bath. But in this sound dream, you are listening the music on yourself. Even though you not play any music, you close your eyes and you go in that particular music where you like that particular music. Okay, that is the difference between sound bath and sound dream. Sound bath is very important. Sound bath is nothing but whatever. First is concentration of sound, right? You will concentrate on all other environmental sound. Then come to the inner, and you will listen only your heartbeat and not others, right? And this exercise is very, very important, and it's not so simple one, my dear students. I am just telling you the concentration of inner, right, like heartbeat, of breathing and breathing out, and inside that, for 1 minute also, you will not listen anything, but you will listen to your heartbeat. Once you will have like this, then it is going to affect, right, to your body. Now this you are saying that, sir, this comes under the yoga. No, students, yoga is also there, right? But this comes under something called as music therapy only, because you are concentrating on the sound. Sound is very important in music, right? So this listening tactics I told you, right? So this is again returning in the some one line, right? But I will skip this. This is something called as swara, right? Swar, sa re ga ma pa dha ni, and there is something called as chakra. You can see the picture, right? So there are 7 chakras, right? Muladhara, right? Svadhisthana, Mani chakra, right? Anahata. No, these are the 7 chakras where the swaras are there, right? Now you will tell me, you may ask me, sir, these are the swaras and chakras, Now this we are going the detail inside the music therapy, where I am going to tell you that how classical music is going to help you a lot. In my previous slide, I talked about the music, whatever you like. You may like Western classical music, you may like Bollywood song, you may like Marathi song, different songs, right? You may like folk songs. Lot of songs are there. Lot of types of songs, right? But now I will just come from after this particular exercises, after whatever I like, because I don't know the kind of music. Now I will tell you, now shift to your way from these songs to this particular Swara and Chakra, and this is nothing but a classical music, right? Because this chakra, if you can see from top of the brain to the toe, you can see these chakras are going to affect your body, and this is what a science is telling us. Are you getting it? Right? So up to this point, let's say see this, right, voice, right, or Vishuddhi, this is called as Vishuddhi chakra, right? And this Vishuddhi chakra, where the pa resides. Pa is what? Sa re ga ma pa. So pa, right? So if I just do this, even though I don't know raga and everything, even though I just do this, sa re ga ma pa, om. If I am just doing om at that swar, it is going to affect to this particular body. Just think this, right? And this is what the science telling us. If I am saying sa re ga ma, so this affects to this anahata, right, chakra. This is a science where you will concentrate on the swara, and that swara, right, you go on doing the exercises. For example, you do the meditation, you do omkar, right? You do omkar, but at that swara, because that swara has got something called as frequency. Now if you talk about the statistics or the mathematical model, so based on that, if I'm saying sa re, so sa and re, it is at particular distance, district distance. Then re ga. So what is the distance between sa and re? What is the distance between re and ga? The distance between re and ga and ma. So this distance is, it has got some statistical, it is having the mathematical model, and this swar is having something called as frequency. In our body, human body, there is also frequency called as resonant frequency, and this resonant frequency resides, or it is there inside our body. So if I match the resonant frequency body with that particular swara's frequency, then it is going to affect to my body. That is what is called as music therapy. Now, while listening to any other film song, Bollywood song, you might not come to know whether I am listening to pa, whether I am listening to which chakra I am getting feeling inside my body, right? You will not come to know, because it's altogether different. But now once you will come from all these Bollywood or Hollywood songs, then to your classical music or any classical music, Western to Western or Hindustani classical music, then you will come to know the swaras. And why not Western classical? That is also, I will give the reason. Now if I go ahead, there are some ragas. And what is the meaning of raga? Raga is nothing but a combination of these swaras. See this, sa re ga ma pa dha ni. These are the 7 swaras, right? So if I make a combination, sa re ga pa dha sa, right? So I skip ma and I skip ni, right? So this raga is called as Bhup Rag, Bhupali Rag, right? This raga is called as Bhup Rag, right? And if you see, this is a raga chakra where when I have to listen to music, what are the timings? So you can see 24-hour clock. If I start right from this, or morning 6 o'clock up to next morning 6 o'clock, right? So 2 hours. There is a duration of 2 hours, right? And within these 2 hours, the raga or this, if you can see that this particular chart where you can see the ragas I have defined over there, right? And if you listen to that raga, right, what you have to listen? Just type in Google, let's say Rag Bhup or Rag Bhairav or Rag Bhairavi, and just say Hari Prasad Chaurasiya. The flute instrument is the best instrument to listen. It's the best instrument to listen. In music therapy, three instruments are categorized. One is called as flute, another one is called as Sarangi, and another one is called as Santur. So flute, Sarangi and Santur, whatever you like, you select it. You select it from the Google and select the raga of the particular timing, and then do the exercise. Whatever I told you, the sound bar, whatever I told you, the techniques of music therapy. And if you do this after some duration, then you see the result. And if this is a habit of your body, then my dear students, I can give anybody's challenge that all of you will go in the top level. All of you will come in the university top level. I will just tell you, because it is going to affect your study. It is going to affect your any other kind of events where you are participating. You will give you 100% only. And this is what is very, very important. Right? What we want to achieve. Right? So this is a raga timings are there. And how it is going to help. So I have just told you, while listening it, you will have some effect. But while you are singing, how it is going to affect? And that's why I told you, even though if I myself is asked, see, I have a bad voice, how can I sing it? I sing. Go to the bathroom and sing. Bathroom singing. Right? If you do it, then definitely it is going to affect. See, I have written it over there. I will not read it. Right? What medical tells us is this. Medical science tells us is this. Right? And what music therapy from classical music from point of view and how you are going to do it, that I will tell you now. Right? And I am telling also. Now there are a lot of physical disorders in which music therapy supports. You may say, I don't have anything. I don't have blood pressure problem. I don't have heart problem. I don't have diabetes, hypertension, nothing. I'm just a person where I don't have anything. Fine. But still, music therapy is going to help to you because of the concentration. Concentration to करने का ही है. Study तो करने का ही है. Lot of stress is there in our body, in our mind. How am I going to release it? How am I going to reduce it? Use this. And why I am showing you this slide, you can show this. You can show this particular slide to your parents. Right, to your parents. You can tell them what is the beauty of this particular music therapy. Right, see all of the disease. These are something called as a chronic disease. Chronic disease, right? Diabetes. Two types of diabetes. Everybody knows. And my dear students, 60% of population is under diabetic. You can just see in India what is the scenario. Right, many people they are having blood pressure, heart problem. Right, even though you can say the headache, right, the cough, cold, right, respiratory disorders, cancer, insomnia, रात को नींद नहीं आ रहा है, right, or regularly I'm just waking up at night, hypertension. These are some problems. These are the physical disorders where music therapy is going to support to you. Means what? Wherever I'm living, even though I'm teenage, even though I am a small kid, even though I am a elder person, right? Everybody must take music therapy, right? Because what happens, once the people are having the problems, then they start doing this music therapy, or then they start doing the therapy. They go for yoga, they go for anywhere else, to take this therapy. But once they have this particular disease, then they go for it. So I am telling you, it's like a preventive maintenance. Don't worry, I am a teenage. I will take it from this period only, right? I will not see. Once I will reach at 40s, once I will reach at 30s, then I will start music. Why I will do this? No, you have to do this right from childhood only. But let's say now this you are entered in the engineering. This is only your childhood. Start doing the music, right? Because music doesn't take the age factor. Doesn't consider any age factor. It's not like that. Even though I am 60 years age, I will start music right from now. I will start learning music right from now. And it is not going to affect your study at all, my dear students. Right? This is going to help you. And how it is going to help you, I have told you. Now these are something called as an approach or steps, So let's say as a music therapist, how I am telling, the students, what is the purpose? Start finding out the purpose, right? It may happen that many of the cases you may go for music side or you may go for non-music side. Your problem may solve by using music therapy or by having the non-musical things, right? For example, I have to, I have to start writing something else. It's like assignment sir has given and I have to submit it, right? It is not going to solve my problem by using music therapy, right? My students, you have to write it. Actually, you have to write it. It's a non-musical problem, right? So it's not like that, okay? So whatever problems I am telling you, it's not like that all problems I am going to solve with using music therapy. No. Problems I will solve it musical side, but at one level. But on another level, non-musical side means what? I have to write it. Without writing, who is going to write for you? Right, the purpose. Right, I have to concentrate on studying. So concentration is just a problem statement, मेरा concentration नहीं होता है. जब मैं पढ़ना चालू करता हूँ तो भी मुझे नींद आता है. जब मैं listening चालू करता हूँ तो भी मुझे नींद आता है. Right, this is the problem. Right, so contributing factors are what? Contributing factors. So you have to listen. See, all these things you have to do it. And my dear students, you don't worry about it. Once you will come offline, I am here to solve your problem. I am in IT department, but don't worry. For throughout the college, whenever you have got time, you come to me. I will tell you how to go for the music therapy. But from this session, after this session, you start doing music therapy, my dear students, because this is going to help you, right? What are the musical factors? How you are going to consider? Right? What is the musical solution? What is the musical solution you are going to do it? All these points. I am showing you this particular slide because you may have some problems. You come with me with the problems and I will solve the problems by giving you the musical solution. Right? So it's very, very important for all of us. Right? You can see the solution. These are the common solution. These are the common solution. It doesn't mean that if I am telling you that insomnia or sleep disorders, ये आपका प्रॉब्लम है, ऐसा नहीं बोल रहा हूँ मैं, right? It may not have your problem. It may have my parents' problem. It may have other problem. It may have younger brother problem. It may have near my neighborhood problem. It may have anybody's problem, right? Or it may happen to me after some years. I am not knowing, when I am going to face the problems. I am not knowing it. But these are the solutions. If I am saying insomnia or sleep disorders, I have to listen. There is one rag, beautiful rag called as Darbari Kannada, Bageshwari, Khamash, Bihag, Kafi. These are the ragas, right? If I am having partial memory loss, there are some ragas. If I am having joint pains, then ragas are there. Then you will say, if I am having joint pains, so the doctor is doing, everything. They are giving us the medicine, painkiller and everything, Forget about painkiller. Do this exercise. You will come to know it is going to help you. Right? And at any time, my dear students, it's not like that only at that time, because you have got that habit. You have got a habit of listening the music regularly. This consistency is very important, my dear students. Consistency is very, very important. Right? See, since childhood, I am learning music, but I never stop. Even though I am working, even though I was there, right, in Polytechnic, even though I was there in VCET, even though I was there in company, even though I was there wherever, and even though I am here now, still I will never say, I will forget music, not at all, because it is going to help us. And because it is going to help us, we are going to do this, right? So these are something like, I am having a headache. Listen the rag, Kedar and Purni. And what I have told you, there are 3 instruments. Listen instrument, right? Or if you know the classical music, to go for the vocals, like Pandit Bhimsen Joshi. You might have heard the name, Pandit or Ustad Rashid Khan. You might have heard the name of all these big legend people, right? Where you can able to listen the music, right? But let's say, even though I am not aware of the classical music, fine, listen the instrument, flute, where words are not knowing, words are not there, but flute, very beautiful, it touches to your heart, because flute is an air instrument, and whatever natural swaras, it is going to produce, it is going to directly touch to your all chakras, whatever I told you, and that's why that resonant frequency, our body's resonant frequency, and the frequencies which are now naturally coming in the air and they are entering into our eyes, it is going to affect the whole body. And that is why my whole body is going to make a good decision. The whole body is going to take a hard effort on our study. That is what is very, very important. And if you do the start right from beginning, you enter into the engineering college, you start doing this music therapy study, right? Definitely after 2 years, after 3 years, 4 years, you will only come to know how you are matured, right? How you have reached up to the top level, how you got a very good marks, how you got a very good communication power, how you got confidence, right? Which are very, very important for all the students, right? If anybody, your parents is a student, I am also a student. Who is there in throughout the universe? Everybody, every human being is a student only, right? At the end of their life. So these are what some solutions. I will not go in detail, right? Like Swara calculations are there. It's like a total mathematical model which I have just displayed it over here. Which is very important. I will just list out this. 22shruti.com. This is a website where Dr. Vidyadhar Oak, the name of the person who is a cardiacian, the MD, right? But he did this research in this particular field, right? So if you are interested, you can go inside it. What is the frequency, how much it carries, and if I am talking about Western classical music, all Western classical music are based on this particular thing, equitempered scale. And this equitempered scale is not going to help us while doing the music therapy, and that's why Hindustani classical is going to help you. And how now we have got 22 shrutis. Now you will say, Sare, Ga, Ma, Pa, Dha, Ni. There are only 7 surs are there. Right now, if 7 surs are there, how it becomes first of all 12, and then how it becomes 22. Now you can just see I have listed out the frequency also. Right? And if you listen to this particular frequency and you relate this with the chakra, let's assume that anybody, or not you people, but let's say your parent or anybody, who is having the thyroid problem resides over here. Now here I know which swar is there, Pancham. Now if I see the P1 and P2, the frequency is C, lower and higher, right? And now I will relate this Pancham particular swar, right? How this swar is important in which raga, and that raga I will select, and particular flute instrument I will select, and I will listen to that song. That is how I will do it. Because I know the swaras, because I know the chakra, because I know the music solution. That's why I am applying for myself. Let's say you are not knowing it, I am going to help you. I am going to help you throughout your 4 years. You don't worry about it, my dear student. Not only 4 years, till the end of whatever we will communicate, right? You don't worry about it, right? And now this is just the part of the another technical side, which is nothing but a IoT, because our topic itself is a IoT for music therapy. Now whatever music therapy I discuss about the music therapy, right? It's in detail. It will take a lot of time. It will take hours and hours. But as now we don't have time to go in detail for this music therapy. It's very interesting topic, right? But how I relate the IoT, Internet of Things, with music therapy, that I will tell you, and which is what is called as the new research innovations from innovation creativity. Because I was learning the IoT, because I know the music therapy, I combine these two. Now let's see what is the Internet of Things, right? Now people are saying, people are already transformed themselves in digital, right? In 2014 only, in 2014 or in 2015, most of the people, they have got their bank accounts, they have got their Aadhaar card linked with the bank. Everything is in digital, and that is something called as the SMAC technology, social, right? The mobility, all of you are using mobility. C stands for cloud, and there is something called as analytics, right? And that's why you will find out we have got so many branches, But imagine right? The data, what we are talking about, data. There are two types of data, my dear students. One is called a useful data and another one is called a useless data. Which data you are working on, how you are working on, right? And which data is going to go further, right? To give, to take the good decision. That is very, very important, right? So we are already transformed into digital, right? This is what is the heart of IoT, the heart of IoT, right? See, generally I am talking to you with the help of this internet. So this is something called as people to people, person to person. The people are talking to their friends, the people are talking to their relatives through the internet, through the wire or through the wireless technology, right? Over here, once I am talking about, that is called as internet of people, where people are talking to people via internet. Think this, imagine that particular word over here, internet of things. Here, what is going to happen? What should happen? Thing is going to talk to another thing. The bulb is talking to, right, the another bulb. Right, the fan is talking to another fan. My chair is talking to another chair. Right, or that chair is going to talk to my mobile. My mobile is talking to the petrol pump. That petrol pump is talking to hospital. That hospital is talking to road. You can just see the whatever things are there. Everything in the world, they are talking to each other. What is the purpose of that? What is the purpose of that? They are going to make us life easy. They are going to help us to take a good decision from our side. If I am taking a good decision, with the help of that thing, then it's very fine. Let's imagine one student has arrived near our gate, VCET gate, and over here that gate is talking to my mobile. Means what? I put the sensor over there, right? Once you enter into the gate, right, I get something on this particular mobile, alarm or let's say alert message, saying that this particular student has arrived in campus. Same message is going to the parents, same message is going to the authority. Where has been, you can say, you are being tracked, right, within the campus. And something goes wrong out of the campus, in campus, your parents will definitely come to know. Why? Because the things are talking to things. Right? This is what is something, and I am just giving you a small example. A lot of examples are there. Washrooms. If I just entered into the washrooms, sensors are there. The motion sensor will detect some motions is there, and the light will glow immediately. I need not to just plug the particular button, right? And in pandemic situation, no touch, no physical touch is required. All of us knows. Without touch, how can I make the things alive? And how the things are going to talk? And because of this IoT technology, we can do this. And now we are surviving in Industry 4.0. The people will talk about Industry 4.0, right? The 4.0 in industry, that is fine. Industry, the system is proper. Everything is proper. Their working starts at 9 means 9. Their working stop at so and so, or stopping is not over there, obviously, but their deadlines are there. They have to submit this at this particular time, miss that time only. The system is proper. The decisions are perfect. And because of that, because of the system is proper, because of the things are proper, you can put IoT in this. So you will say, sir, why this IoT, what you are telling, why it is not there in the local trains, why it is not there in bus stops, why it is not there in everywhere? Because the system myself is not proper, my dear students. I am not knowing the traffic situation, I am not knowing, when my bus is going to arrive. I am not knowing what is the scheduling of the train. How can I put the intelligence, artificial intelligence or IoT into these systems where the system itself is not proper? But if I learn all these technologies in detail, right, I can put it anywhere. I can put it at my home. I can put it in my college. I can put it in society. And then I can tell to the government, see, I give this solution, like with the help of this technology, you apply it in a big picture, in a big matter. Are you getting it? So this is what is important, the beauty of IoT. The things are talking to things. We require a sensor and the things will communicate to each other. Who cares? Who cares of this IoT? Google cares. Cisco cares. IBM cares. All these big companies, big giant people. Right? See, I'm having this mobile. If this means that if this mobile is a smart mobile, right, then can I say the smart mobile means obviously the sensors are there inside this mobile, right? Are they giving me the decisions to take a decisions? Partially yes, partially yes. Let's say I want to drive from Vasai to Mumbai, so Google Map is going to tell me the traffic. Google Map is going to tell me the ending time, where I'm going to reach, how I'm going to reach, what is the traffic situation, what is the weather, right? Because of the sensors are present inside the mobile, right? But let's assume that I am now delivering the lecture in one lab, and you arrived in the college gate, and you want to meet Mr. Pingle sir. Now, is there any map to show you the guideline, the route, where how can you reach to my place? So you have to ask, right, where is lab number so and so, where is lab number so and so, and then you have to come. So for this reason, let's assume that the college has got a lot of sensors, college has got a lot of things, where we can able to produce, or we can able to make the systems very nice, right? And definitely as an engineer, as a student, as anybody, right, we are going to do this, right? This is something called as IoT. So who cares about it? All these people. And obviously, if you know like this technology, smart home, smart city, smart road, smart hospitals, right? Even though you are in any kind of department, it doesn't care about it. It requires a solution. It requires it requires something called as the sixth sense to finalize the solution, to finalize the goal. Yes, I want to do it. Then how can I do it? These are the ways: 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. And after these 10 steps, definitely I am going to do this. I am going to give this solution to the society as an engineer. As an engineer, it's my responsibility. As a nation builder, it's my responsibility, right? That's why this technology is going to there. And there are a lot of components. These are the components, the 3 components that are listed because it's related to music therapy. Because I require the EEG sensor, that's why I've taken this. I require a heart rate sensor. While listening to music, if I ask you, right, at home, listen to music for 20 minutes, and at that time, if I want to know what is your heart rate or what is your brain waves at that time, how can I get it? And because if you wear this particular EEG is like a headphone, then pulse rate sensor, let's say fit band, and if these are connected to the internet at a remote place from my home also, I can able to see, right? Student, Mr. So and so or Miss so and so is listening to the music for this particular pair. While listening the music, what is the heart rate, what is the brain waves? So I can do the analytics better and better, and I will come to know immediately 20 days this is going to happen. After this 60 days, this is going to affect your body in a positive manner or whatever is there, or I can give the recommendation. चलो ये राग सुनो, ये राग में प्रॉब्लम हो रहा है, दूसरा राग सुनो, ये इंस्ट्रूमेंट में आपको और ज्यादा हार्ट रेट कम होने के बजाय बढ़ रहा है, दूसरा राग सुनो. This is something like trial and error method. It's not a way. It's not like medicine. It's not a medicine also, right? Means one tab I will take, I definitely go into sleep because it's a paracetamol only, or it's for the relieving for the pain. I took the tab, right, tablet, So trial and error. So this is something a very beautiful example of Raspberry Pi. My dear students, this is a small computer for you, right? It costs approximately only for 5 to 6,000. You don't require laptop also, It's whole and soul, everything is there, right? It's coming for 4 GB, it's coming for 8 GB. Are you getting it? Very interesting component, which is now everybody is using. There is some concept called as IIoT, Industrial Internet of Things, IIoT. Where the people are using this Raspberry Pi 4 everywhere for all the projects. I just not told you, about this particular thing, that like RFIDs. I just give you the card which requires the RFID, so you can able to track anywhere, right? Or let's say in, the washroom or any kind of thing, smart parking, all these kinds of projects you can able to use Raspberry Pi. In my music therapy project, I also use this Raspberry Pi. Because I wanted to connect the EEG sensor, I wanted to connect the the other sensor, and how you can connect it. This is just a small picture. Pulse rate sensor, I connected to the RPI, so I got this particular rate, and this is what is the point where I have to just put a finger. I have to put a finger on that particular sensor. So definitely after certain time I will get my heart rate. Right, and it's a remote place because it is going to sense, and it is going to transfer data to internet. Right. This is another example, another view where you can have the connection between the Raspberry Pi and this. Right. Okay. This is a code which is required for reading the heart rate per sensor. Right. See, for this, it doesn't care about which engineering field you are doing it. Even though I am a computer engineer, I can able to do the circuit design. So it doesn't mean that I should go in EHCC. It doesn't mean that I go in different kinds of things. Training is nothing important. All these levels, after one level, after becoming an engineer, industry wants interdisciplinary work. But even though I want to put it something like in my mobile, I want to know what is the petrol inside my car. Still, I can able to do it. So it doesn't know that how can I fit it. Whether I am a mechanical engineer, then only I can go and I can do it, like smart city, smart home, right? Like this concept, right? Because you are doing engineering means engineering, right? So you will come to the 12 gadget attributes where you will get it, and after that you have to give the solution to the society. Whether can I give the solution to the society by having your hobby? My hobby is music, so I will go in music, and I will just stick with the technology, with that particular thing, and I will put it. I will go for it. So whatever you can do it, you can go for it, right? EEG sensor looks like this, looks like this. It's like a headphone for you, right? And I will just skip with this particular parts because these are going to be very much detail. Is what about the waves, what are the brain waves, and so forth, right? But this is what a slide where I have given you everything about how you can design the system. And this is something like an app what we did it with our aluminum. The students did it, Swara. Now these students, they might not knowing the concept of music, but they might know the concept of technology, and they know it. As I told you, the misconception is this: if I know the music in detail, then only I can go to the music therapy. Not like that. So while giving the solution, it doesn't mean that I know that particular domain in detail. So I can take a help of the other person. The students have taken the help of me because I know the music. I given them the different, and the students have built a very nice app, Swara app, which is also platform independent. Mobility is also platform independent. So while learning the technology, you will come to know what are the different beautiful technologies are available in the world, and how can you learn it. These are something like cloud, where I use it, where you put data into cloud, right? This is UB.dots. There are so many clouds. Amazon cloud is there, Azure cloud is there, but these clouds are just a paid cloud, right? For R&D, for trial and error, we can go for ThinkSpeak, we can go for UB.dots, where you can store your data, you can do some analytics, and you can extract the data on mobile, and on mobile you can able to show, right? These are some of my performances. You can on YouTube. So these are some performances. I'm playing this particular instrument, and this instrument you might worry knowing ये ऊपर क्या लगा है, हारमोनियम तो देखा रहेगा maybe, right? The person, the bhat who is singing with this instrument, right? So this harmonium is there. What is this? This is something called as a Swara Mandal on it, and this is the speaker. Just imagine, this is the technology. This is the technology. How you can produce the frequency and how it is going to affect it. This particular instrument, if you not watch, but if you listen it, you will get a feel of flute. That is what this particular modified harmonium. So many things are there, my dear students. You just go for it, and this is what the end of my slide. I got so many connections in Facebook, YouTube, LinkedIn. Please connect with me. Whatever questions are there, please come up with the questions. Not only at this particular, the session is almost end. You can ask me now also. or whatever things are there, you come to me, right? But my dear student, please do this music therapy, right? तो टेक्नोलॉजी आएगा जाएगा, म्यूजिक थेरेपी तो रहने वाला ही है जिंदगी में, लास्ट एंड तक म्यूजिक रहने वाला है. आज IoT है, कल दूसरा है, परसों और दूसरा है, और परसों है दूसरा, बट म्यूजिक तो आपका हेल्पफुल है, एंड दिस इज अ हेल्पफुल टूल, राइट, फॉर यू पीपल, राइट, फॉर गोइंग or at the top level, for achieving your goal in your life, make a successful life, right? You require a music therapy, right? So my dear students, this is what I wanted to share the music therapy, right, with you people. And now I think lot of comments are there. Okay, can you please sing something? Oh, why I should sing something? We will have the different, the mahfil, where I can able to, you can see, right, something, any raga, obviously, any raga, just I will not just explain, it's like, let's talk about the what I talk about, Puriya Dhanashri. I will just sing a few lines, right? It's just classical music. Sa re pa dha pa ma pa ga ma re ga ni ma ga pa dha pa pa ma ga ma re ga पायलिया झनकार मोरी, पायलिया झनकार मोरी, झनन झनन बाजे झनकारी, पायलिया झनकार. See this. This is the Puriya Dhanashri, and always this is end with the pa. So pa swar is very important in Puriya Dhanashri. So this is related to your chakra, right? So over here, for the people who are having the thyroid, they can listen to this raga and they can sing it, right? Kirana Gharana. I studied my harmonium in Kirana Gharana. There are so many gharanas. You may have the combination of Gwalior Gharana, then Kirana Gharana. Right, so many gharanas. Pandit Bhimchand Joshi is from Kirana Gharana. That's why I told you. Right. Thank you very much, Vivek. So definitely, obviously, all the students, right? We love music. Always you love music, and always go through the music. And whatever I told you, the music therapy, please go through it. Once we will meet offline, it is going to be a very big thing for all of us, that we can communicate. You will increase your, it's like a immunity power also you will increase. Don't take you will not take any kind of, the other tablet also for C vitamin, D vitamin, like that, it's a immunity power. It's a basically you will feel very good, but it's very nice, right? So I think I will end over here. Okay, so thank you very much for listening my session. So I will end the session. Okay, I will share if you have, I am sharing with you that my website. My website is yogeshpingle.co.in, right? This is my website. So if you like to visit the website, please visit the website. My details are there, my research work is there, where I am, what I am doing, right? Everything is over there, right? Please visit the website. You connect with me with the LinkedIn, Facebook, give me a request. I will definitely connect with you, right? And obviously in the near future we are going to meet it. Okay, so thank you very much. I will now end the session. Thank you.